Hey guys, what's up? It's Heaven Sent Gaming here, and I just want to go over a few builds that I made. Basically what I got going on here is, after playing the game for about 250 hours, you kind of come up with, what you think is best and what works good for you. And unfortunately, the game kind of puts you in a direction where you could only do like 2 or 3 builds. You could, because the way the skill powers work around here, and all that stuff. So basically what happens is, if we take a look at what I got here, this is using, alright, let's start with the assault rifle. So for the assault rifle, I got the SCOM MK16. Of course you can debate whether it be the best or not, but I like it. It works good for me. The DMG is high. It's a good gun until I get better. For the LMG, I got the classic M60. Of course, the military is better because it has another slot for the muzzle. But right now, I have one, but it's like 23. So because this has the high DMG, I figured I'd just take that. So for the armor, the 2 main factors in this build are going to be the Unstoppable Force, which requires 7 of these blue guys here. Killing an enemy grants 2% weapon damage for every 10,000 max armor. So if you add that up times 24,000, you do the math, that's about what, 20%? A little more. So that's going to be great, okay? And then of course I got mods which everybody can put on, but it depends if you have the slots, which I have 3 for this piece right here. So the reason why they're crafted or recalibrated was either to get from another piece that had to match the skill points that I needed. So that being said, let's look at the backpack. The backpack is the Alp Summit, and that's going to have Safeguard, which didn't get buffed, nerfed yet. I'm hearing that it's going to, but for now I'm still using it. Killing a target grants 150% bonus to repairing and healing effects for 20 seconds. It requires 5 or less, so I have 5. And also this comes with harden, 10% harden. So it's great if you have 2 and 1. So, and for the utilities, here they are. I mean, you can read them, but it doesn't pay for me to go over them because they could either be changed or you can put whatever you want in. Of course, it's always going to be a plus. So don't forget now, if you're trying to max out, so let's say this requires 5 or less. If you have 6 and you have a mod on here that's an offensive mod and you want to take this off, for instance, let's say I go here. Here's an offensive mod. If I remove this mod, then this number is going to come down to 4. So if this was 6, you would just want to remove it or not add 1 at all. But of course it's better to have 1. So it's not easy to get everything to match, and then on top of that get the brand sets to match. So unfortunately right now, of course, it's not the perfect build because obviously I'm missing these here because I don't have all the pieces until I get all the gear that's similar. So if I got 2 pieces, that's why these 2 are going to 5% total armor and 20% hazard protection. Okay, so this is a pretty good build for what I got going. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So for the knee pads right here, I have the attributes. I'm going to have bonus armor. I'm going to have restorative, so that's 10% health on kill. And I have patience. After being in cover for 3 seconds, armor repairs by 5% every 1 second. So that's pretty good. 7 or more. So the same thing with this. No, excuse me, with this here. 7 or more. So you have to meet the requirements. So it's like a puzzle. You got to put everything together. So nonetheless to find the right pieces. Okay, and then for the holster, I love this talent. I'll never give it up. It's filler up. I like to switch between guns. So, we shoot with 1 gun. By the time that runs to 0, you just flip to the next one. It's already reloaded, especially if you're using LMGs that take about 4 seconds to reload. So, and of course it has the offensive talent anyway. So I mean, the mods that I put on has an offensive mod, so that's great. So this is a pretty good build. It gives me almost 25,000 armor, pretty decent health, and a good skill power. So if we go to my next build here, for the mask, I'm sorry, I have this here, and you don't see this much. You can put something else that might benefit your armor better, but I have dialed in while aiming. Weapon stability is increased by 25% of your weapon's accuracy. So whatever the accuracy of your weapon at the time, so if you're using, let's say this gun here, the M16, whatever accuracy that is, it's going to be 25% of that is going to be increased by. So that's pretty good. And I do like the talent on this weapon also. While holstered, your equipment weapon gains a handling bonus based on the weapon's type. So that's great. Of course, the magazine. And there's a great stat here. Sadist deals 20% damage to bleeding enemies. So that's good right there. And this one here, this is why the DMG is so high, because it has this. Unhinged, receive 25% weapon damage at the cost of minus 35% weapon handling. Allegro, of course, 10% fire. And I modifies this because I figured this is better than having 120 in the magazine. And this, I would change it, but because, like I said, once you change one item, you cannot change anything else. Zen, well equipped, resting in cover for 3 seconds, removes blind and distortedness status. It's pretty good because when you do get blinded by those turns and stuff, you know, it does kind of suck, and you got to press the control and hide and cover because you can't see anything. So that is this build here. So I call this build obviously Unstoppable Force because that's the main gist of it with this backpack together. So moving on, if we go to, no, I don't want to do that, sorry about that. If we go to the next one here, Berserk. So for Berserk, the only difference here is there's a couple of different things here. So for Berserk, I have the Berserk talent, which is 10% weapon damage for every 10% of max armor depleted. So as you're getting shot and your armor is going down, your weapon damage is going up. Requires a shotgun, SMG, assault rifle. So that's why I have the chatterbox and an assault rifle on it. Of course, I can put the chatterbox now with the way things are, does hardly any damage, but just because of the perk, but I could always change that up. And then the main thing you want to look at is the next thing is the backpack, which is Gildegard, total armor, hazard protection, and that's because I have 2 that's Gildegard right here. And that's going to give me 15 damage to elites, and on the ropes is what we're looking for. Weapon damage is increased by 25% while all skills are on cooldown. Now this requires 7 or more. So here, and that's it. So now you'll see that now the number increased here. So that's how that works. And for the mask, I have the restorative, so 10% health on kill. And what did I miss? Anything else? The gloves, obviously you can see it. It is the self-adjusting armor, and which is great because my attributes, they go with what I have. And the health I increased on this one. And the knee pads are going to give me that skill, that number that I needed. But I can actually change this, being that you just need 7 or more. But I'm going to go with this anyway. Then for this one here, I just have the Patriot equipped. Now, I use the ongoing directive, and it seemed to me like I just like the talents that come with the actual armor with stats and talents that you're able to put on instead. So we'll take a look at it in action, and that's pretty much playing the game this long about what I came up with, because you know, I mean, you can make builds like that, you know, are geared more towards skill, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be great. Like there was one video of some YouTuber where he's just constantly dropping the cam launcher, and it's just people are nailing him in the head, and nothing's happening to him. But you're not really going to play like that. So it's cool, but you want to have something that's realistic in the field, you know, that you can go out there and play with. So let's head over to mission, and let's see how these things play out. Alright guys, I'm back again here. I just want to go back to the shooting range before I head off to a mission and show you that whatever is underneath your access bar is what's actually going on. So basically, if you you'll see everything highlighted is what talents I have going on right now. So if I come out of cover and I aim, you'll see all of a sudden the aim that comes off my mask, the stability come on. Alright? And now the thing I was telling you before about the filler up is you're going to see that if I go to my assault rifle and I run out of 0, you'll see that even without reloading, as soon as I reload back to my LMG, you'll see that it's back at 100. So that's why I love that talent right there. So if we go into, let's say, the Berserk, now you'll see different things come up on the bottom because I have different talents. Alright, so with the Berserk you're going to get a little bit of a different scenario of things. Alright, I just wanted to show you guys that in case you didn't know, or if you just see something come up, you're like, what's those things popping up? And of course, if you go back to your secondary, it's not, see how it's at 48? Alright guys.
The ramp to the parking garage looks like your best way in.
Alright, so I'm going to roll with Berserk. Okay, let's just make sure we have that equipped. Yep, and we do. So we got Berserk, and it's the same stats as I showed you before. Alright, on the ropes. So we went through it. Let's see how it plays out. That's it. I got a sniper on the top, and you can see one hit. That's it. Done. So you gotta be careful of that.
I'm moving.
Better stay home, bitch. She's got the sniper, but still, one shot takes me down. Just one shot and I'm done. Well, until my health. Same thing here, you see that? Boom, one shot, all the armor's gone. So offensively, it's not the best. I mean defensively, but offensively, you got some good damage in there. Okay. So we did all right. Now we'll go on to, we'll change our gear. All right, so Unstoppable Force has the Unstoppable Force, and we're going to go with Safeguard. So this one's going to make your armor regenerate much quicker and able to take more damage. Okay. Now I'm doing this on purpose so you can get an idea of what the armor. See how quick it generates? Okay, I don't need to reload because I have the filler up.
Figure out what they're doing here.
Okay.
See if you can find any intel on
So
their
to
operation.
me, you know, it just looks like I just like this setup better. I will switch back to the other one. Hey guys, so that's the build. I mean, it's pretty cool. It works for me. And the other one was this one here for Berserk, which I think is pretty cool. So if you like it, leave some comments below. If you have some other ideas, something better, of course I'm waiting to get some pieces that match one another, you know. But so I can hook up, you know, make them better where you get more of the perks that come along with. Like for instance, missing one of this because I need one more piece of Gildegard, right? So, you know, we're working on our stuff, but for the most part, just, you know, let me know what you think about it. If you think it's a cool build, if not, I think it's pretty good for what it is. So, you know, that's about it. And that wraps this up. I really don't know what else to say or what else to do at this point. But if you were looking for some kind of build or to use these two in conjunction together, like I said, you can switch this one off and even use this one, and you're still gonna have a pretty good build together. So, and that's it. All right, guys. So till next time, you know, thanks for watching. Let me know your comments below, what you think, whatever, and good luck, and see you out there in the field, agents. Thanks a lot, man. Peace out.